Hello everybody, we're going to do an interview today with Mick Kiff, the local independent candidate for the Freshney ward, and his son Paul. Hello Paul.
Hello.
First of all, can you tell me please, you used to attend the day centre regularly, why have you stopped going?
Because Claire Appleby turned the programme up.
Yeah, Claire Appleby, or the people at the centre, changed his programme and told him. If they hadn't have told him, he'd be still going. But unfortunately they told him, so that he refuses to go now.
So if nothing had been said by Claire, you're telling everybody that Paul would still be going. But
if they hadn't told him that his programme was changing, they could have implemented it slowly, the new programme, and he'd be still going. But unfortunately, they told him, so I had a week of hell about his programme. So that's why he stays with me now, 24/7.
And is there anything ongoing to try and get him back in there slowly?
No, you won't get him back now slowly, Vince.
We won't.
No.
So Paul goes out with you when you canvass in the ward then, Mick?
Yes, he's enjoyed going out with me cleaning, and he said to me, "Dad, are we going cleaning?" And I thought, by taking Paul out with me, it would show others that if Paul can do it, they can do it. That's the reason I took Paul with me, and I was happy to take Paul with me because he enjoyed it. He held the black bag to put the rubbish in, and other people saw him, and I thought, well, if they see him doing it, they'll realise that they can.
Well, that's an excellent example, Paul. Well done. Anyway, back to you, Mick, for a moment, please. You stood as a local independent candidate in the by-election recently.
Yes, I did.
And did you enjoy the experience?
Well, I've always been into politics, Vince, and the thing is that I look round the estate and I've looked round and I've always complained about things, and I thought it's about time I did something, you know, because I do look after my son, but there's more to life than just looking after someone disabled. So I decided that I go on about lots of things, and I thought I'm going to put some of these things into practice, what I think. And when I look round the estate, it's gone downhill, and I want to do something about it, and the local area. Like, people now are stopping me and telling me things about the estate, and I really get really pleased about it because they're telling me things what are not right, and I'm trying to put them right. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because other councillors, they've got their own parties to go to, and the party decides what they can do and what they can't do. As being independent, I can have a say about things where no one's telling me you can't talk about that.
And you had a fairly successful
Yes, I did, yes.
Time, didn't you? I understand you came third with 231 votes, which is a very good achievement for a first-time effort.
There's lots of things, Vince, I didn't realise. I didn't realise that people who said they was going to vote for me, I could have gone and got them and took them to the voting booth, and they would have voted for me. But unfortunate, they didn't go out voting because they forgot the day.
Oh, that is unfortunate. But still, you're going to stand next May, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And hopefully you'll be better prepared then.
I've got a lot of people to help me this time who's willing to help me to go out and do some canvassing. It won't be just me and Paul. There'll be quite a few of us.
Excellent. Now, in the meantime, you've been out canvassing on the ward, I understand.
I have, yes.
Can you tell me what issues you've come up with, and have you been able to help anybody?
I've come up with properties what Links House Partnership own, which haven't been repaired. I've also been told that Links House Partnership has charged people for doing the repairs. But I've also spoke to Links House Partnership, and they've told me that yes, they've got a right to charge people for doing repairs, and it's up to the tenants to appeal if they think it is a wrong charge. For instance, a young lady, well, she's 94, she got a bill for £100 plus VAT for a door lock, because she couldn't shut the door. Now, they did send her a bill, which was £100 plus VAT, and I phoned them to see why she got this. And they said, well, we're allowed to do this, but the lady had 14 days to write on the invoice to appeal about the charges. but the family decided to pay it. So that's over and done with. So what I advise people to do, if you get a bill from Leaks House Partnership and you think it's not right, please appeal, because if you don't, you will be charged.
Yes, that's very important. That is, everybody should really look at the invoices when they come in and see what they can or can't do about it. Now, apart from those incidents there that you spoke about, is there anything else you've done?
Well, I've been cleaning the streets. I've been seeing people and seeing what's wrong with the estate. I've got quite a few people's cases to come, what I'm trying to do. I've got involved with the Freshly Friends ward, which I didn't realise there was about the Freshney, because the Freshney is a part of the town, and it's all right people saying, oh, I don't live near the Freshney, but people who come to the town look at the Freshney, and if that's a mess, they think the town's a mess, because it's the heart of the town, the Freshney, and it's got to be sorted.
Indeed, Mick, yes, the Freshney is a very important part of the town. Going outside the ward now for a moment, are there any other issues that you intend to campaign on?
I intend to try and ask the council to say something about universal credit, because for one simple reason, it's not right. A lot of people are falling into misery, they're falling into rent arrears, and they feel like they're on their own. It's all right people saying, oh, it'll be sorted out in the end, but it could be a nightmare, because if you get your weekly pay each week, they pay universal credit every calendar month. So some weeks, well, some months is 5 weeks in a month. So the money what you get from them will be nothing. And you'll be left alone to think, how do I pay the rent? And when you speak to other people, they'll go, oh, it's not our problem, that's yours. Well, this is what's wrong in life. We shouldn't segregate people. We should all be fair to each other.
Now, I think you would agree with me that universal credit wasn't brought in by North East Lincolnshire Council.
No, it's brought in by the Conservative government.
They're only implementing it. So are you saying that you're going to be asking the council to write to the Prime Minister asking her to abolish it?
Yes, I would. I would. And being quite honest with you, it should be abolished, because when you look at it, all it was a cost-cutting exercise. It cost millions to implement it, but the savings over so many years, they'll know the statistics better than me, but they know that they're going to save millions in the end, but it's people's misery, and that's unfair to the people who are claiming universal credit. And by the way, it's not people just out of work, it's people who are doing hard jobs, like a carer in the care industry, like someone who's caring for someone's relative. They're going to get their money. They're not on much money right now, and they have their money made up by universal credit. They won't be getting it. And I do feel sad for the people who have to do these jobs, because some of the jobs, a lot of people don't want to do it. They don't want to see to somebody in a care home. Oh God, they don't want to do that, and it's ever so sad.
Well, that's good, Mick. And I also understand you feel quite strongly about the allowances that councillors get.
Well, I think to show the people we ought to drop the allowances for the council and take a bit less out of the pot, because the people in Grimsby are suffering, and I honestly think that we all ought to get together and try and clean the town up, all of us, because we all love the town, and it doesn't hurt any of us to go out, if you can, to help clean the town.
So you're saying if you're elected next May, you will forego some of the allowance that is due to you as a councillor?
Yes, I would, yes.
Well, that's an interesting thing to observe. Anyway, I'll leave it there, Mick. I'm sure you've got a lot of things to do between now and the next month or so, and we'll have another chat then if you're happy with that.
Thank you, Vince.
Thank you very much, Paul, and I hope you get lots of visitors to your home to keep you happy. God bless you both.